Hey, what's going on, folks? Welcome back to the Real Legend of Gaming. We are here with Clash Royale, folks, and this is another episode of Everything Royale. And folks, in this video, we're going to be going over a giant Three Musketeer bait deck that will be amazing in this current meta. So let's check it out, folks. Alright, folks, so the deck that we're going to be using in this video consists of the giant, the Battle Ram, the Three Musketeers, the Elixir Collector, the Minion Horde, the Bats, the Goblin Gang, and the Zap Spell. And again, it is designed to be a bait deck, and it's pretty solid, right? You guys already know the Three Musketeer pump decks are awesome. You usually see them paired up with a giant or a tank, and the Battle Ram just goes in perfectly with it, right? Especially when you want to either split lane push. Since you have the Three Musketeers, you got two Musketeers on one side with a Battle Ram and one Musketeer with a giant. Or you can just get creative with it. You can use the Battle Ram to defend against buildings, right? So we're going to show you a couple replays in this video. As we always do, the first one will be explaining thought process around using it. And then the second video we'll do like commentary as we go play by play. All right, so let's check it out, folks. All right, cool. So this first match here was actually a pretty good one because it's against the popular Expo deck with the Tesla. I believe this is like the famous siege deck with the archers. I think the fireball was added in there, but you pretty much get the idea that this is like one of those super meta decks. So as always, right, you start with the giant in the back of the tower, and then you can split the Three Musketeers at the bridge. So now we basically know that they have a fireball, and we're able to play around that. So we'll let the archers go. Yep. All right, so now we'll play Battle Ram because we know they threw the fireball, and we know that the Tesla's gone. So go right in there, and since the archers are locked in on the barbarians, we can bring in the Minion Horde and finish off and do a lot of damage to the tower. And again, the Minion Hordes you can throw out as well because the fireball was thrown out. Now you might say, well, the arrows could take out the Minion Horde. Well, then that's a chance that you take, right? In the beginning, you want to figure out what the opponent is playing. Once I saw the Tesla, I put most of my bet on the fact that it was going to be the Expo version. So I knew for a fact that there weren't going to be any arrows in that deck. It was either going to be a rocket or a fireball. So now that we know they're playing Expo, we'll play the giant. And then we're going to use the Battle Ram now to go at the Expo while everybody's attacking the giant. And bang, right there. Get rid of the Expo. Get rid of the archers. And then we'll follow up with the bat just to do a little bit more damage, and we'll throw the Goblin Gang in there just to make sure we finish off the tower and attack the archers as well. And then notice we were also able to sneak in a pump. Now ideally you want to play as many pumps as you can, but when you're playing against, when you know what deck you're playing against, you can kind of, you know, deviate from the plan a little bit. So again, we did the same thing. We used the Battle Ram on the Expo, and then use that. We'll split the Three Musketeers at the bridge because we know that they used a lot of elixir there. So there goes the fireball, which is fine because now what we're going to do is play the Minion Horde on the left, and then we'll drop the giant on the right hand side because we know that they're trying to play the Expo. Then we'll follow up with the Goblin Gang because either they're going to zap the bats or they're going to get the goblins. So you see how we're playing the bait with them? Either they're going to zap bait or you're going to fireball bait, basically like that. So at that point, match was pretty much over. So, you know, that's right there. I thought it was a good replay because we shut down an Expo deck. All right, so now the next one here is up against a Mega Knight Infernal Dragon deck, which, you know, that's a pretty good pairing. That was originally the MK bait deck. But of course, you know, it was nerfed, so people still use variations of it. So we'll play the giant in the back again. And this time we're going to do play-by-play. So they bring out the Mega Knight, we're going to bring out the bats. They zap our bats, so we already know that they have a zap. Since it's Mega Knight, we'll throw the Goblin Gang since it's focusing on top of the Giant. And it will zap the Infernal Dragon just to reset its charge. And notice we're able to sneak in a pump as well. Now we'll play the Minion Hordes, which will take out the Mega Knight. And then we'll use the bats to take out that Miner. And Minion Horde was able to take out the Infernal Dragon as well. So at this point, we're letting the push just play out. We still have a pump going. And we're not too worried about the Ice Wizard because we know it's not going to do a lot of damage to our tower. So we play another pump. Now only play another pump when you have like at least something else that you can use to defend. We had the Goblin Gang there, so I felt pretty okay with that. So now we'll play the Giant again. Behind the King's Tower. And we're going to play the Goblin Gang. Reason why I'm playing Goblin Gang, figure I could do some chip damage. And also if I can bring out the Zap, then I can use my bats or my Minion Horde. So right there, the bats are doing a great job against that Mega Knight. And since we know that that was an expensive card for them, we'll bring out the Battle Ram, which is going to hit the tower. And then we got the Musketeers, you know, split. So 2 of them went on the left and 1 on the right. And we collectively did damage to both sides of the tower. It's pretty good. So now that we're in double elixir time, we still got both pumps going. We'll drop the Giant on the left and then we'll use the Goblin Gangs to take out the Miner. And, you know, it did some damage against the Lumberjack as well. Now we'll split the 3 Musketeers again. Because we want to finish off that tower on the left. They're playing the Mega Knight, so we got 1 Musketeer going. We'll use the Battle Ram to go to the left, and then we'll use Minion Hordes to finish off the Mega Knight. And then the Goblin Gang to finish off that Ice Wizard. The 3 Muskies that were split are attacking the Infernal Dragon. At this point, we pretty much have the match won. We got 2 towers. So we could play pretty much whatever we want. And that's pretty much it. Alright, so here goes the final replay here. I'm actually going to be able to give you guys 3 replays on this video. Luckily, none of the other matches went to overtime, right? I've been getting into a lot of overtime matches recently. Alright, so check it out. They're playing the Royal Giant. So it's going to take them a while to get to the bridge. So we'll throw the Goblin Gangs. See if we could do some chip damage. Unfortunately, they played a Baby Dragon, so it didn't work out. But since the Baby Dragon is locked on, we can play the bats and not worry about them getting attacked with a fireball. And now they play their bats. We did some damage to the Royal Giant, so now we'll use our Minion Horde. So that worked out okay. We were able to get in a pump as well. Now we'll drop down the Giant. We'll let the Giant walk up. We'll play another pump since we know that their RG is going to take a while to get to the tower. And then now we're going to sneak in the Battle Ram. We'll get it right in there. Now this is pretty interesting because they're playing a 3 Musketeer deck as well. Which is fine because we'll work that to our advantage. So now we'll take out the Royal Giant. And then we're going to use our Minion Hordes on the left hand side instead to finish off the 2 Muskies. And then you know, we could have defended against that 1 Muskie there, but we decided to go for another Infernal Tower. I mean, Elixir Collector. Apologize, folks. Alright, Giant again. And it's pretty much rinse and repeat with this type of deck. There you go. Now we got 2 Muskies on the right. And ideally, you know, as long as you get as many pumps you can defend, try to get like a small push going and you should be fine. So now we got Muskie versus Muskie. We got 2 Muskies and a Battle Ram. We'll bring in the Minion Horde now because we know that they didn't have a fireball. And we're going to go for that tower. That's why it's very important to pay attention to what they're playing. Because at double elixir time, you can just make the opponent pay. So the Goblin Gang right there on the Lumberjack. And from here, we just got to play it out the rest of the match, another 20 seconds, and we could go for the win, which we are going to be able to do. So there you go. Alright, so folks, that's it. That is the Giant 3 Musketeer bait deck, which I think is really solid right now in this meta. Especially, you know, if they do use lightning. We didn't see any in this replays here, but if they have a lightning, then the battle ram could be the perfect tank for your musketeer, and then the 2 musketeers will be on the other side with the giant. So like, you're still golden regardless of what happens. So folks, other than that, I appreciate the support always. Be sure to slap that like button if you want more Clash Royale content. I'm in a process, I'll be honest with you guys, of figuring out the future direction of the channel. We're definitely doing Clash Royale, so don't worry about that. That's not going anywhere. But I'm trying to figure out if I should maybe do less Arena of Valor and maybe add in some PUBG Mobile, or if I should just do more Clash Royale. So if any feedback you guys can provide me, that would really help out. I'm just trying to make this a channel that you guys can constantly return to, right? So other than that, appreciate the support. As always, peace out, folks.